Hey, Virgil. Your portal opening days are over. Give me the Amato.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it.
Big foul!
But you already knew that.
Bruh.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Time to finish this, Virgil. Once and for all.
Go to the Rift, do hunts, whatever you need. Now let's move on to the player data. Valky, let's talk about Nero.
Well, coming into this from the Japanese qualifiers, Nero was one of the few cleave purists coming in, but we knew he had to go up against some of the speed demons of Asia's server. And here in his most ban protected, we do see that Bihua being able to pivot now is such an advantageous move for him, and it's allowed him not only to take matches off Kugerbat, but also Xiao. Not ended up clutching that win, but still, it looked really good, and his pivot game has looked on point.
From either side. Talking about either side, here's the opponent. Facepump, car 6. What's he made up of?
Man, Facepump, he's the textbook player for a return to form. Had a little bit of a falter, getting him sent to the lower side bracket. However, the last night's matches, this guy was insane. I really like how he went back to his more comfort draft style. He told the people to believe in him again, and I am now a believer. That being said, though, I think Nero is going to be actually a tough matchup for him. As Valky highlighted, Nero not only can show some pivot and some flexibility, but I do think he might have a slight edge in speed. So Facepump definitely has a tough opponent ahead.
Did play some cleave, especially yesterday from Facepump. And the prediction, oh, Nero, 74 to 26. So a lot more people, a lot more airs thinking Nero should come out with a win. When we are ready, we will load into the ban picks immediately. But Facepump looks quite ready. Nero feeling about the same. Because remember yesterday, especially Facepump was literally like zoned in. We could tell. Oh,
locked in, baby.
Oh, getting things ready, right? Oh, yes. We are ready to go. Match number 1 of the lower bracket 2. Harsetti Zio. Renak Harsetti ban. Arunka's open. Nero with the first.
All right.
Locked with the
No
boss.
surprises there. Boss Arunka gets locked in. First pick for Nero. Honestly, probably a slight advantage in this whole match here.
Quick Luna to respond for Facepump.
Yeah, Facepump has to be thinking about his moves here a little bit. Not a position that he hasn't won in, because previously, yes, he did go second pick to that boss Arunka. There you go, the Euthene locked in. We're already postured for his signature Ahmed on third pick. That is going to be one scary cleave if Nero lets it through.
Yeah, speaking of Ahmed, maybe Nero's going to pick up. We've seen time and time again with this boss Arunka character. If you put her in another knight, in the form of Fallen Cecilia, Empyrean Ilanov, then it seems almost insurmountable. So speaking of, Fallen Cecilia makes it through, very well prepped in case an Ahmed comes out, and then the Lone Wolf Para. What a unit. This character does it all.
Means does not have to ban the Luna, but this is where it could get scary. The Ahmed is locked in, ladies and gentlemen, for Facepump. He is going all in on the cleave, and we are dropping the Kisei as well.
We've seen this yesterday. The Kisei not really taking the entire team out, but it did a truck amount of damage. Oh, Fire Lilius.
Fire Lilius makes
not
it
the
through.
Conqueror Lilius.
Fire Lilius has a passive every time you use a non-attack skill. She will use a skill that provokes the opponent. That is meant to check the S3 coming in from the Ahmed, looking to just
and that's
be
a little
really
pinch
slow,
action.
high effectiveness, and of course, Red Politics comes out as well. We're looking to hold the combat readiness from the blue Kisei and maybe just sprinkle in a little bit of stuns with the Abyssal Crown.
And the
Yeah, additionally, like you said with the Fire Lilius, we're threatening any buttons being pressed, and we know Ahmed loves pressing some buttons. Strays on the 5 there is going to show so much damage. Planet Cutter Strays is going to cut these knights in half if he's let through.
Interesting. Nero already showing the results from his homework a little bit. Facepump brings out similar type of materials with the Strays. A sprinkle on top. Might just be the ban. Facepump thinking about the post ban, and we get the handshake. Fifth pick bans, Fire Politis.
That's right.
And Strays ban.
I'm excited to see this
call.
Fire Lilius. We haven't seen her in a minute.
That's right. We'll see
Yeah,
the
this is
action.
a bit of a cheeky technology from the
1%.
Asia server, and no immunity on this Ahmed, which means the Red Lilies will be able to go off if Ahmed is launching her whole combo right here.
As Valky mentioned, could be dangerous, but Facepump thinking. We'll still use that as
Facepump
two.
going to believe in the effective.
Oh,
Provoked.
Provoke does land. We're not taking the big part of the combo. Finally, Luna gets to play the game. Kisei doesn't get the whole buff and doesn't cut the turn here.
yeah, and that's really bad for Facepump's style of draft here. It's an all-in kind of strategy, and now Kisei could be left stranded.
There's Pera.
Dare block my way.
Has the rampage.
Grabbing
Oh,
her
discreet
engines,
defense.
break on the Kisei. So
That's
much
it.
damage.
HP gone.
Yeah, this is so bad for Facepump. That Lily's tech really paying off, and she's out of here. 3 before scenario. We do have an
Attack.
anchor, maybe in the form of Abyssal Euphine, but Nero's looking so strong.
Yeah, this is Abyssal Euphine.
Provoke comes through. The Ahmed is completely locked out the game. Euphine is slowly but surely ramping, but might not be enough to be punching through this boss Arunka, but Luna will now soul burn. A lot of debuffs coming through, and this could get a little bit scary. However, Nero still has cleanses on board. I don't think he is too worried. Just make sure we don't ramp the Euphine.
Don't go flying off on me.
So there's a lot of bodies to go through with just the Euphine. Skill no gone. There's a
Someone to ride
defense, a decreased defense for 2 turns. And every
Good
hit.
damage. He's kind of playing with fire here as he's got to watch out for the trauma. You saw Abyssal Euphine from Facepump yesterday and how much damage he can do. Lily is cleansing and gonna do some damage on
Oh,
top.
that's right. Lilius has 3 cleanses the entire
Alvarez this
team.
time coming through.
Uh-oh.
The most
We do have
terrible
souls?
night.
However, trauma does clear everything, so what's our game plan here with this Fallen Cecilia?
I think all Nero needs to do now is get that Lone Wolf Payra another turn, and we're gonna soul burn again.
Another Alvarez.
Ooh, Alvarez again. The Euphine gets the counter. Defense break will, however, hold back most of her defense scaling damage.
There's Luna
Another
again.
S2 getting ripped, a little damage on top.
Keep up
Ooh,
with me.
with the decreased defense this time. But this Payra hurts so much.
She's on by a thread.
yeah.
She's almost gone.
I see.
Most certainly gonna be gone here.
It's time for your revenge, Ilian. When Luna runs your body.
Yeah, with the S3
Now the
coming down
Fallen
from Fallen
finally
Cecilia.
gets over the S3 cooldown. And I think that's enough damage. Takes her out. No second life of Holy Sack. GG is called. Game 1 goes over to Nero.
The plans of Facepump. So that's 1-0 for now, but it's a best of 5. We'll see. Those units are not available this time. Blue Payras conquered Lilius. A Frida ban! Won't get to see her today.
Ah. Interesting. So even though Facepump utilizes that unit as well, he says, let me just take it out of the equation. First pick into that Spirit Isolene, and this is such a great character for offensive players. And rounding out Nero with the Fire Litica and that Aram.
We're running.
And both players real early establishing their combo unit. Spirit Isolene was such a deciding factor in so many aggressive mirror matches, and this time goes in on the 2-3 with the speed imprint as well as the Briar Witch Iceria. That's something we saw Facepump play to near perfection. Nero now needs to be on the defensive.
Those deserve better.
And locking that designer a little bit to go against the debuffs.
You know, speaking of defense, not only a defense scaling character, but able to outplay. If Briar Witch Iceria decides to use that impactful S3, all of the defense break could activate her passive, getting her 40% combat readiness push, not only letting her get her cleanse off for the team, but also the reset against Facepump, which if it lands, could be deadly.
Oh, yes.
Very well said. He does have to watch out for that Spirit Isolene. If she's activated, those that damage, the counters could hurt or could just be taken off the field. We saw Spirit Isolene deleting units like Mediator Koeric with such high health with just the initial salvo from her soul burns. But let's see what Nero does here on 4. He's got to kind of adapt. We had a big shift up with that Briar Witch. Death Dealer Ray makes it through.
Nero pressuring Facepump in a way. Bystander Hwayoung this time.
Is it gonna rain?
Okay, good pivot from Facepump there. 4 characters, all lacking good burst damage, and it's almost looking like he's getting ready to get the Selene in. Aram up against Briar Witch Iceria will be very scary there. Whenever her
Is it
passive
my turn?
activates, going to be a green Selene activator. Now this game is a banger. We are in the fast lane. Oh man,
Oh,
passives
yeah.
are going to be going off left and right this match.
Oh, a whole lot of damage, especially from Facepump.
Love it. Get them knights out of here. This is all aggression.
Full lady team. Let's see Nero how he responds. You got some balanced unit, and will you finish with some extra tank on knight? Something to mitigate
Aren't welcome.
a Sermia in the equation.
Ooh. And Facepump so fast there on the 5. He liked where he was looking at the top 4. He just takes out the Lionheart. And yeah, I think Facepump actually, I like his draft here.
All right, Celine survives. Hwayong gets banned. Round number 2.
Hold you up too long.
Nero with 1-0. Briar Witch very fast again.
She's mocking me.
Full speed.
How dare you. Now then, shall I
Oh.
give it a go?
Oh, and there it is.
The
passive
activation
triggers goes into the
Mega
design.
Zen
That's the
movement.
best target.
Victory is within our grasp.
Deleted.
Not only that, you have both Celine's
Show you my
locked and
secret
loaded. Nero's about to get all his characters
It's not
deleted.
my fault
Don't
if you
blink.
get hurt.
This unit is way too powerful.
Then we got a 2.
GG.
That's the silver.
Facepump.
GG
with a
immediately
win.
called match series just got even.
Do Facepump. Okay, if you're trying to do that. After those handshakes, amid Sage Bao, Arunka, Lone Wolf Pera in the pre-bans.
Nero
Okay,
does pick
man,
up
I'm
that
loving these
first pick
matches so
again.
far.
Yeah, lots of advantage going over to him, but Facepump does ban out the Payra as well as the boss Arunka, 2 characters instrumental to him. Afternoon Soak Flang gets picked up here.
Yeah, it's a big shift early on in E7WC, especially in the qualifiers. She was picked so often and so early, but after that balance patch, right, a lot of things have shifted, and she could be a bit more of a liability, able to get pinched or countered. Facepump answering with a New Moon Luna into that Abyssal You
Oh,
Fiend.
same 2 pickup as we had round number 1 for Facepump.
Yeah, like Carr said, Afternoon Soak Flang can be punished, and one of the few ways that you can punish her is you can seal away that passive with the New Moon Luna. So now Nero needs to think of one of 2 things. One, do you want to speed up and go over this Luna, which would be very dangerous and volatile like we saw, Witch Tenebra still keeping things relatively neutral, but the Sea Phantom Politis could shift things up. We don't know how fast these players are, and seeing that as they're both cleavers, I'd reckon we have another race on our hands.
Uh-huh.
The only
Amid
problem
span
with
this time.
Solitaria, G-Clef, is Facepump is not really the type of player.
Rand.
This is what I'm saying. You don't need the Solitaria. Instead, you go over the top and
Summertime.
you answer with more aggression.
Edward getting locked in. That's a character we saw
Edward.
play time and time against that Rand.
Yep.
2 varying degrees of success, though. Not a pick that always works.
I think he's been doing okay, though. A lot of times it was the Rand with the Jackal, but similar combo like Valky was mentioning. The Full Metal Alchemist is here to kind of take those debuffs and kind of clap them back, and we'll see how there's a lot of RNG in terms of what he lands.
There's about a 40% chance per character he lands an impactful debuff, and Red Politis as well picked up against this Rand. Oh, wow. I almost want to say that's probably a tanky degen Red Poly, but
Okay.
I mean, these guys are playing mind games. It could be either one. Yeah, I don't know.
man,
I don't really
I'm
like a
excited.
degen Poly against Rand, but maybe he knows something we don't.
Maybe it's a different setup. We'll find out in
Just
game.
come
And
on.
another type of Hwayong. Summer time.
Ah, no, the collab and the Hua.
Oh
but
man,
why
the
gets
new
banned?
unit immediately banned away. It's just too strong with the Rand. The moment he uses that S2, she's probably just going to kick one of these characters out of here. You can just build her to be so high damage, and she reacts to your team. Definitely a force ban.
You don't deserve my mercy.
With that very fast New Moon Luna actually goes before Ron does.
This is looking really bad for Nero. The Luna
Does
going
the
first means the
Soulburn?
Soulburn will be landing all his characters. None of the defensive characters will actually get to go. Even the Red Poly, looking to hold the combat readiness back, won't be able to do anything here.
Mental focus.
Man, Nero, he might be in big trouble here.
If you were to step back,
The Instant Blade from Facepump.
justice in 2.
Oh, it hits all 4.
Goes in
Bombs
all the
come
way to
through.
summertime.
What do we get?
May I help you?
There's that activation.
With the Soulburn. The first bomb.
Lands the 4. It's a walk.
And it's a
GG.
GG call.
The nerves are on, guys. Nero now feeling it. You can see he's running some calculation in his head. I don't think he was expecting Facepump to pull out this the speed, the aggression, and kind of just come over the top and just cleave him in two.
Deciding on the pre-bans. Lidica, Briarwood band. Elina. Oh, double Lidica actually. getting prevent.
Ooh, and for once, we see Facepump with the lead in this set. And as you guys can see, he bans Empyrean Ilnap. He wants to eliminate all ways Nero has to be able to pivot, but Spirit Eye Celine does get locked in. First pick for Nero here. That was a pretty deciding character 2 matches ago, and now Facepump's kind of going for the classic. Tori, not the Ross. Dragon Bright Senya this time. No Briar Witch to enable this team. I wonder what he's cooking up.
Less than 25 to pick 2.
He's really thinking, G-Clef.
You are worthy of my courtesy.
Sometimes
Or the strip. And DJB.
Ooh, Blood Moon Haste as a 1-for-1 trade against Dragon Bright Senya. That is a part of epicseven fundamental at this point. And I think DJB is an intriguing pick. You don't really have a lot of default barriers so far with Facepump's team, but there's 2 things that he offers. One, if you have him on a CR pushing artifact like Soul Constellation or Eternus, he could potentially swing a tempo reversal against Facepump on a cleave action. And Facepump here does play right into it, gets the Festive Ida. So I think he's still very much looking to go ham, go all the way, all gas, no brakes.
That's Facepump, baby.
If you can land all,
Yeah, and
land
after
all
the
of them.
buffs, G-Clef, she can build her very tanky, and a lot of these players have just been running her on a like Taga Hells. No need to build anything else besides a lot of bulk, and her damage is still very incredible. As Valky likes to put it, she can drop off some payloads while also being extremely tanky.
The passive seal.
All right, let's do
Tamaruga.
Okay.
Another buff
We did
unit.
actually see her. Yeah, we saw her one time before after the buff patch in
Yes.
the E7WC, I think the main stages, and she did. G-Clef, did she win? I know she actually killed some units.
She
I don't
killed
recall, though,
one.
if
I
she
don't know
actually
if
won that
I don't know
match.
if that was a win, but we do have a Bellion on top, so Soul's gone if she makes it.
Yeah, that's the strength of the Spirit Eye Celine, and then like Valky was saying with the Desert Jewel Bazaar, it leaves you a lot of room to either one tank down a little more or kind of speed up and show that aggression. Now Facepump is the one taking the Death Dealer Ray on 5.
The doctor comes in.
Death Dealer Ray is always a good pivot pick whenever your opponent tends to lean on the tankier side, and with the Bellion and the Haste, you know, can't be a bad pick with the Ray, and the Sleep will do its number as well. Bans locked in for both players, and the Ray's taken out. Do not want to deal with it, and we don't know the speed of the top model. Yeah, gotta take her out, man. She might be fast.
And we go in game 4.
Who are you people?
Spirit Eye Celine. A little faster than Festive Ida.
Wow, and that puts her in a bit of an awkward scenario, but
Oh my God, are we going
for
for
the
it?
hit already. We're activating
We're
the
gonna
Dragon
pro-
Bright
Oh,
Senya.
that
We're
was-
looking to make the pick on this Tori.
Yeah, so the Desert Jewel Bazaar is going to push up, and we have the barrier inversion.
Does Tori dies
The
immediately?
barrier inversion. That
Yes.
was such a smart play. Soul Witch on the
Nero!
Desert Jewel Bazaar, acting the Dragon Bride. Spirit Eye
Guys,
Celine,
look
all
how
she needs to
big
do
this
is
barrier is. DJB is about to destroy her.
Let's say goodbye to our Tori. That's cool. Oh. Because Tori doesn't take damage over 51% in one hit.
Looks like some tuning is in order.
Oh boy.
And from here, unfortunately, we do have some fixed damage, but with that haste anchor, we still have a very healthy team. I don't know if Facepump has an out here.
For Festive Ida, but provoked.
This is not the time for
Fest-
But also the Festive Ida
Facepump
doesn't have
has a very
Soulrun
tight
available.
window to make a comeback here. As long as the combo lands, let's see the debuffs.
will end with the passing of a moment. How do you like this?
The passive.
It
Okay.
seals the Blood Moon Haste. That's what he needs.
That was clutch.
Yeah, so there was no counter attack
S3
on
will
that.
come through now.
Some defense breaks.
Wouldn't count Facepump out just yet. This is looking pretty good. Additional damage.
Would you
Oh.
my next meal?
So can't bring them back? A Blood Moon Haste can bring him back later.
If he
And on
survives,
top of
however,
that,
we do
whenever
have
Blood Moon
the...
Haste is stealed, he loses the true damage off of all of his skills. It really hinders his damage
Uh-oh,
output.
hold on.
And now Dragon Bright Senya's coming through. This is going to be a lot of damage. Can Nero hold?
Oh!
Do this any more than
Facepump! About to take this! Festive Ida still here.
In such a good spot. I think he's got this. And we're going to reapply
Sealed
the
again!
Oh, yeah,
returns
that,
again.
that should do it. I may
Haste
have
can't
spoke
do
too
a
early
thing.
before Nero.
I'm
Oh, Oh, the dual attack resisted the silence, but I don't know if it matters, guys.
Binded, no
Yeah, the
counterattacks.
bind. I was expecting some counterplay here with his haste, but
Oh
this
my.
knockball completely shutting him down.
Literally a counter unit. And GG's called. Nero gives up the game. Facepump will be moving to the next round in the lower bracket. 3-1 victory. He's feeling it. Baki, you said one good day, one bad day, but this might be a one good weekend for Facepump. He's got to get ready for another match coming soon. There's no interview today until we get to the very end because the players have to get ready to prepare for the upcoming winners match for the lower bracket. So we will move immediately into the next one.